So we've been talking about trig functions, and today we're going to use inverse trig. So we've been using our trig functions to find missing side lengths, just like in this triangle over here. We could set up a trig ratio in order to find x. But now we're going to use our trig ratios to find angle measures. So the trig functions work the same way. So just like how our sine was opposite over our hypotenuse, our measure of an angle, we can use the inverse sine of our opposite over hypotenuse. To find the measure of an angle, we can also use inverse cosine of adjacent over hypotenuse, or we can use inverse tangent of opposite over adjacent. And it's just like our friend SOHCAHTOA from before. So to find the measure of angle A, what we're first going to do, this is angle A, we're going to label our triangle. We know that 3 is our opposite side, and 2 is our adjacent. If we have opposite and adjacent, we know we're going to use tangent. So we can take the inverse tangent of our opposite over our adjacent in order to get the measure of angle A. To do this, we can simply type in second tangent, 3 divided by 2, and we'll get 56.3 degrees. So we know the measure of angle A is 56.3 degrees. Same thing over here, we're looking for the measure of angle A. We can label our triangle. We know 8 is our opposite side, 10 is adjacent. So we know we're going to use tangent once again, so we can just do the inverse tangent of 8 over 10 and put that in our calculators. We find that angle A is 38.7 degrees. For this next one, we're looking for the measure of angle C, so we can label our triangle. 40 is our hypotenuse because it's across from our right angle, and 25 is our adjacent side. If we have adjacent and hypotenuse, we know we can use cosine. We're going to use our inverse cosine because we're looking for our angle measure of our adjacent over our hypotenuse, 25 over 40. We put this in our calculators. We know that the measure of angle C is 51.3 degrees. And for this last one, we're looking for the measure of angle B. We're going to label our triangle. This is opposite. 38 is our hypotenuse. Opposite and hypotenuse is sine, so we're going to use the inverse sine of 13 over 38. The inverse sine of 13 over 38 is 20 degrees.